When I'm pointing stuff out. When I'm making jokes, you know when I'm making jokes. This is ridiculous. Anywho, the other thing.
CrossroadsIRL.com.
The Trump family has made about $1.8 billion profited off of this government. And he said that Joe Biden didn't know who he was pardoning using an Autopen. How come he don't know who this guy is?
Because he used an Autopen. Meetings with the judge, the meetings that they're supposed to go to when they're listening to what the hell, what?
I love when Sonny passes notes.
We don't know if Trump used an Autopen to part. It was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very convenient when The View is telling all of these, this spreading misinformation and everyone is laughing and clapping. It's all fun and games until legal passes you a note to say, look, you need to retract that. No one knows if President Trump used an Autopen to sign this pardon. Yes, they had a valid question about President Trump's statement about not knowing the CEO of Binance, who he recently pardoned. But then again, you do know that recommendations are made to the president, and then he goes ahead and says, okay, go ahead and sign this because you recommended this person. What President Trump meant was that he didn't know the guy personally. And when The View presents their stories or their commentary, they frame it in a way that paints President Trump in a bad light, trying to make him out to be a liar. Well, legal sent a note to Whoopi Goldberg, and she immediately goes on the defensive.
We don't know if Trump used an Autopen.
Oh, come on. No,
but we do know that he didn't know who that crypto guy was.
Well, I'm sorry. You know, the hardest thing about this job now is no one understands nuance.
Yeah, but you expect everyone to give you the grace to say that, oh, there's nuance to what Whoopi is saying. But you guys don't give President Trump any grace when he says, I don't know this guy. What he did mean was, I don't know him personally, but you threw nuance out the window, hoped that you could sneak this little bit of misinformation into your monologue or your commentary. Your audience loved it, but legal knew that if they didn't correct you, they were going to get sued for millions of dollars.
You know when you hear a joke when somebody's fooling around, when they're not saying something specific, especially on this show. I'm very specific.
Really? So a show is a show that focuses on nuance. Got it.
When I'm pointing stuff out. When I'm making jokes, you know when I'm making jokes. This is ridiculous. Anywho, the other thing.
Yeah, so the clapping seals at The View. Of course, they put up a sign to say applause, so they all have to clap. So President Trump makes these jokes regularly. He says things sarcastically. He makes jokes. He says things that shouldn't be taken seriously. But, oh no, he's lying or he's saying something that is so crazy and outrageous. Let's crucify him for it. But when it's your turn, you expect everyone to give you the grace that you wouldn't give to the sitting president. That's interesting to watch.
Subscribe.
Thanks for watching, liking, and sharing this video. Please subscribe, leave a super thank, and join my membership to keep me doing this. A huge thank you to my supporters listed on the screen. Thank you for your donations and membership.
Thanks for watching.